Have you ever pondered the relationship between your financial wealth and your spiritual wealth? It's a question that invites us to delve into the intriguing intersection of material prosperity and spiritual fulfillment. For many, the concept of wealth is tied strictly to the material realm, a measure of success defined by bank balances, property portfolios, and luxury possessions. And yet, there's a growing recognition that true wealth encompasses much more than our financial status. It's an understanding that invites a deeper exploration of the relationship between our material pursuits and spiritual aspirations. Now, let's unravel a common misconception. Many of us have been led to believe that wealth and spirituality are mutually exclusive, that in the pursuit of financial success, we must somehow forfeit our spiritual values. Conversely, that a spiritual path necessitates a vow of poverty or a disavowal of worldly possessions. But what if we could challenge and transform this binary perspective? What if the journey to abundance could be a harmonious dance between the material and the spiritual? This is where Dolores Cannon's wisdom enters the scene. Dolores Cannon, renowned for her profound insights and transformative teachings, offers a refreshing perspective. She presents a holistic approach to abundance, one that combines the pursuit of material wealth with spiritual principles. Picture this as a journey where your financial goals are not just about accumulating wealth, but are intrinsically tied to a higher purpose. In this harmonious intersection, wealth becomes a means to support your spiritual growth, to contribute to the collective good, and to create a positive impact in the world. It's a transformative perspective that elevates wealth from a mere end goal to a tool for spiritual enrichment and conscious living. So let's embark on this enlightening exploration. Let's challenge old paradigms and open ourselves to a new understanding of wealth and spirituality. As Dolores Cannon enlightens, the journey to true abundance is not solely about financial wealth, but also encompasses spiritual richness. A richness that permeates every aspect of our lives, infusing our journey to prosperity with purpose, fulfillment, and a deep sense of interconnectedness. What if the key to your financial prosperity lies within your spiritual journey? A thought-provoking question, isn't it? Our financial prosperity can often be influenced by our spiritual journey, and more specifically by something known as abundance blocks. Abundance blocks. These are deeply ingrained attitudes or beliefs that can hinder our ability to attract and maintain wealth. They're often rooted in past experiences and belief systems. Perhaps you were raised to believe that money is the root of all evil, or maybe you've had experiences that led you to associate wealth with greed or corruption. Such beliefs can create a mental barrier or block that prevents you from achieving your financial goals. Dolores Cannon, a renowned spiritual teacher, has shed light on these abundance blocks and the profound impact they can have on our financial reality. She suggests that by identifying and addressing these blocks, we can transform our relationship with wealth and align it with our spiritual journey. So how do we break free from these limiting patterns? Well, the first step is self-awareness. It's about reflecting on your beliefs and attitudes towards money. Are they serving you or are they holding you back? Next, it's about challenging and reshaping these beliefs. This is where spiritual practices, such as meditation and affirmations, can be incredibly beneficial. They can help us replace negative attitudes with positive ones and align our subconscious mind with our conscious financial goals. Finally, it's about consistency. This isn't a one-time fix. It's a journey of continuous growth and self-improvement. It's about consistently reinforcing positive beliefs and attitudes towards wealth, and integrating these beliefs into our everyday lives. This isn't just about financial prosperity though. It's about spiritual growth. It's about aligning your financial aspirations with your higher purpose, and realizing that true abundance extends beyond material wealth. Once we remove these abundance blocks, we open the gates to not just material prosperity but also to spiritual growth. It's a transformative journey, one that brings us closer to our true selves and allows us to lead more fulfilling, abundant lives. Now, imagine transcending the limitations of your financial situation by embracing spiritual principles. Let's delve into some extraordinary stories that beautifully illustrate this concept. These are narratives of individuals who dared to redefine their relationship with wealth by aligning their financial goals with spiritual principles, and what they discovered was abundance beyond their wildest dreams. Consider the story of Emily, a corporate lawyer who had reached the pinnacle of her profession, but felt an emptiness that money couldn't fill. She embarked on a spiritual journey, aligning her work with her passion for environmental advocacy. Today, Emily runs a successful nonprofit organization, using her wealth and influence to fight for environmental justice. She found her true abundance not just in material wealth, but in the fulfillment of her purpose. Next, we have the tale of John, a successful entrepreneur who, despite his wealth, felt disconnected and unfulfilled. He integrated spiritual principles into his business model, prioritizing ethical practices and fair trade. This shift didn't just increase his profits, it amplified his sense of purpose and contribution to the greater good. John's story teaches us that when your business aligns with your soul's purpose, it leads to an abundance that is both material and spiritual. Let's also remember the narrative of Laura, a single mother who struggled with financial insecurity. She started a small business from her kitchen, with the spiritual intention to create products that bring joy to others. Her business flourished, not only lifting her out of financial hardship, but also giving her a profound sense of fulfillment and purpose. Laura's journey shows us how a mindset shift, guided by spiritual principles, can transform scarcity into abundance. And then, there's the journey of Mark, a Wall Street banker who felt trapped in the rat race. He began meditating and practicing mindfulness, which led to a spiritual revelation. He left his job to start a mindfulness training company, helping thousands find peace in the midst of chaos. Mark's wealth expanded beyond his bank account to include a profound sense of inner peace and a purpose to spread that peace to others. These stories remind us that real wealth is not just about accumulating money, it's about aligning our financial aspirations with our soul's purpose. It's about finding fulfillment and a sense of contribution to the greater good. The individuals in these stories chose to integrate spiritual principles into their wealth-building journey, and in doing so, found a prosperity that was not just material, but also deeply spiritual. They broke free from the limiting patterns that held them back, and opened the gates to a wealth that was enriching in every sense of the word. These stories of transformation show us that true wealth is not just about the money in our bank accounts, but also about the richness of our spiritual lives. What does it mean to create wealth consciously, and how can it transform your life? Creating wealth consciously is about more than just making money. It's about aligning your financial goals with your deepest values and higher purpose. It's about making decisions that not only increase your wealth but also contribute to your personal growth and the well-being of others. It's about recognizing that wealth is not just about material possessions, but also about richness in relationships, experiences, and spiritual growth. When we talk about the ripple effect of conscious wealth creation, we're talking about the ways in which this approach to wealth can have a profound impact on your life and the lives of those around you. Imagine the peace that comes from knowing that your wealth is not just serving you, but is also contributing to causes and people you deeply care about. Imagine the sense of fulfillment that comes from seeing your wealth as a tool for manifesting your highest potential and living your purpose. Moreover, conscious wealth creation can lead to a more meaningful existence. When you align your financial goals with your higher purpose, you're not just building wealth, you're building a life of significance. Your wealth becomes a reflection of who you are and what you stand for. It becomes a means to express your values, to make a difference, and to leave a positive legacy. Creating wealth consciously requires introspection, intention, and mindful decision-making. It involves understanding your relationship with money, identifying your abundance blocks, and working to overcome them. It requires you to be fully present in your financial journey, making choices that are in alignment with your spiritual and personal growth. So, consider this. What would it look like to create wealth consciously in your life? How would it feel to know that your financial success is intertwined with your spiritual growth, your personal fulfillment, and your contribution to the world? When we align our financial aspirations with our soul's purpose, we embark on a transformative journey towards both prosperity and spiritual enrichment. So, where does this leave us on the journey towards wealth and spirituality? In our time together, we've explored the profound wisdom of Dolores Cannon, which bridges the gap between material wealth and spiritual enlightenment. We've debunked the myth that these two realms are mutually exclusive. Instead, we've discovered they can work harmoniously together, guiding us towards a fulfilling and prosperous life. We have delved into the concept of abundance blocks and learned how our past experiences and belief systems can affect our relationship with wealth. But most importantly, we've been equipped with practical tools to break free from these limiting patterns, opening the gates to prosperity. We've looked at the transformative power of conscious wealth creation and the ripple effect it can have, not just on our lives but also on those around us. Remember, your journey to abundance is not just about financial wealth. It's about aligning your financial goals with a higher purpose and embracing the transformative power of spiritual principles.